Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children that will have mercy on the Lord in these last days. Shalom. I'm the brother Damal Gabar here with another lesson. Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. All right, now this is going to be a quick lesson, I think. I was watching the brother's video. I think his name is Salakia, brother, if I forget. I know the title of his page is Kayal. And I was listening to it when I was at work. And, the brother did a video speaking about, how we're going to be betrayed, betrayal of our own households and our own family, which, a lot of us are going to have to suffer being betrayed by family members, shit, even wives, maybe even children, maybe even brothers that you thought was brothers in the truth, that turned out not to be, who you thought they might have been, people in the world that you thought had your best interests at heart, mothers, fathers, cousins, family members, whoever, So we have to, arm ourselves with the mind that, hey, these things could happen unto us. And, understand that, this is part of the walk of the prophets and the men of the Lord. And as we can see, the way things are going, we see Donald Trump, and we know that, America is about to, turn into a place to where, a lot of that whole see something, say something type of situation is going to become a real thing. All right. And we and know for a fact that, the Hebrew Israelites are going to be, we're very hated in this society, man, all because we're coming with the truth and we're condemning this world for its evil. And ultimately, you have to understand that, if they did it to Yahweh Shai, the servant is not above his master. So if they have hated him and persecuted him, and we know, how Yahweh Shai was, betrayed by his own fellow countrymen, that we're not above that same, scenario happening unto us. So, we have to be like, we have to be in that mind frame that it's a very good possibility that some of us could be betrayed. Some of us could be ratted out or dimed out by our own people. Like I said, family members, could be wives, could be a bitter ex-baby mama, could be one of your own children, or somebody that you might held near and dear to your heart, in these last days could betray us, because ultimately prophecy says so. Now, that don't mean that every single individual brother that's in this truth, this is in your script to come upon you, but we have to be in the mind frame that, hey, it very well could be, and that we can't be, thinking that, oh, that can never happen to me. Oh, my family is tight. Oh, this, that, and the third. Hey, man, you got to understand that anybody that's not really in this truth, or anybody that could be used by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to deceive or betray you, hey, is already set up in the spirit to happen. So we have to, prepare our minds to know that, hey, this might just very well happen to us, because we know we're about to enter into a season, and Esau is trying to set up a system, to where, anybody that's not going to bow down to the MOTB, that's not going to bow down to the image of the beast, and basically bow down and worship Esau in this new digital beast system, that he's going to have particular, systems in play to where it's going to benefit those that are, become a new global citizen, that become a citizen of this NWO. It would benefit them to rat you out, to come up against those that's not complying with the status quo. It would benefit those of our people financially, to rat you out to the authorities. Oh, I know where a Hebrew Israelite is. Yeah, I got family members that didn't want to take the MOTB, that didn't want to bow down to the image of the beast, and hey, you could be number one on their list, and you could find yourself being grabbed up and betrayed and dimed out, by somebody that you thought that had your best interests at heart, or somebody that was near and dear unto you. And hey, it would cut deep, but You see, this is why we have to prepare our minds for these type of scenarios and understand that it's not out of the realm of reality that this could happen to particular Akim and particular brothers for us, for our testimony and belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Which at the end of the day, we have to fully understand that, hey, even if this is slated for you to happen, don't take it as because the Lord can't stand you or the Lord hates you or, it's because you're not a man of the Lord. No, this is going to be a test that's being presented to you to show yourself to be a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to be a man of integrity, maybe slated to be one of the men that have to die for our testimony and belief for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and be beheaded. And we know the glory and the reward that comes with that. So we have to just understand that, hey, this is part of the true prophets and the men of the Lord walk. But we have to understand and know at the end of the day that, hey, whatever the Lord puts upon the elect, whatever our part or our script is in this truth, when our hour of temptation comes, that, hey, it's all a testing of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, to see if we truly believe, to trust our integrity, and to put us in a position to see if we will deny Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in order to save our life, and to see if we are truly, fruit meat for repentance and part of the elect. So I just wanted to read these couple of scriptures. All right. And I got a precept to go with it, just to put us in the right mind and to know that, we're not alone. If you find yourself in this situation, it's not out of the, that we got examples of our forefathers that went through these things, and and that, it's all part of the testing ground, and it's hey, it's just part of the men of the Lord story. All right, just be happy to know that we're up on game, and we know that these particular things are going to happen, and that it ultimately is going to represent a testing of our faith, man. All right, it's not. For the elect, it's not to destroy us. It's not to discourage you, but you have to understand, hey, if it does happen, this is the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And just know at the end of the day too, man, hey, if it ends up being some of your own family members or somebody that you thought was, near and dear to your heart that betrays you, that it's going to be worse for them that betrayed you and that gave you over to Esau than Esau himself, man. So let me get this Matthew 10 real quick, and I got another precept, and I'm going to close this out, Lord willing, this will be edifying. So this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." You see? So this is ultimately the doing of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And a lot of you sisters that are in this truth, hey, this could apply to you too. You don't be shocked if somebody in your own family give you up, or if you got a bitter baby daddy, or, family members that didn't approve of you being in this truth, and, you started to make the proper changes and really follow and believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that some of your family members or your father or your mother or your sister or brothers, that they won't give you up to the authorities when the time comes. You see? So we just have to be in this mind frame to understand that, look, hey, this is just part of the program, But at the end of the day, understand, look, this is the doing of Yahweh Shai. He's doing these things, like I said. And like I said, he's going to allow these things to happen to test the integrity of the elect and to see if you truly ultimately believe in him. All right. And it's going to be an extreme type of situation. Hey, but that's the testing, and how extreme the testing of our faith truly is, to see if you're, if you're going to be that gold that comes out more purified when that fire comes upon you. All right. It says, "And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household." See, it says, "And he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me." Right. You see? And this happens, a lot of people come into this truth. They end up falling out of this truth because, they end up falling out with their family, or their family disapprove, or their wife disapprove, or their children disapprove. You got a lot of people who end up loving their family and their mothers and daughters and not want to lose relationships in this world more than trusting in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see? And therefore, hey, a lot of guys and women get casted away because, they love this current world and their family and the relationships with their family more than Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see, but it's going to come at an even greater, you know, it's going to get more and more seriously as we get closer to the end, It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Right. Because it can come down, when all hell breaks loose and when they start pushing this MOTB, hey, you might be persuaded by one of your family members or your mother or father to take the MOTB. They're going to tell you, oh, you believe in this Hebrew Israelite stuff? Look at the mark of the beast. They're going to put you in jail. They're going to chop your head off. You better take the MOTB. You better take that microchip. Think about your family. What about your son? What about your husband, your family? What about us? That can be, the Lord can use them to make you be at variance against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It might make you reconsider. Do I really believe the Lord this much? Oh, this is serious now. Now they're going door to door. They're putting people's heads in guillotine. They're locking people up for not taking this thing, man. Maybe I could just, take it in and I could take it out. You start thinking all these crazy thoughts. You start, start believing in gray areas. You start considering all these other things instead of, keeping your faith and full trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. And probably even having to lose your life in order to save your life at the end of the day. You see? But this is the times that we're coming into, and hey, things are going to get tighter and tighter and more severe. You see, but we can't lose sight of what the main goal and the end all goal is, which is salvation, to be found worthy to stand before Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and even lose our life for the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It says, and he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. See? So that's what it's all about, losing our life for the sake of, for the truth of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You see, and there's going to be a lot of, situation that's going to arise to where, we're going to have to bear our cross, man. Even if that means being locked in jail indefinitely, being put in a concentration camp, getting your ass beat up in one of these camps, being tortured, being threatened with death and imprisonment, beheadings. Hey, man, if that's the cross that we got to bear in order to find our life in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, hey, so be it, man. And at the end of the day, hey, it's all a test at the end of the day. The Lord just wants to see where your faith truly lies, man. All right. And like I said, be prepared to be betrayed. Be prepared to be, lied on and slandered and given to the authorities by your own people, man. All right. And this is Psalms chapter 31, verse 13. It says, for I heard the slander of many. Fear was on every side. While they took counsel together against me, they devised to take away my life. You see, and this is what Esau is going to ultimately do. But at the end of the day, hey, it might be your own that might, like I said, slander you, lie against you, Esau. So the devil is, he might, show you the video or the recording of those that gave you up talking about you. Oh, yeah, he's a piece of shit, man. Yeah, he's all about the death of the white man. He was talking about, slandering and lying, saying all type of shit that wasn't true. Saying that you was going to do this, you was going to do that, yada, 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 man. But, that's all just, going to be used to test your faith, But at the end of the day, hey, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to be with his elect. Either if we, got to die a righteous martyr, or if, hey, the Lord might put you in that situation for you to confess and don't give in and stand, 10 toes down, look Esau in his face and tell him everything that we've been saying right to his face. And the Lord could, send an angel to deliver you, give you spiritual power, the way that the elect are going to be taken care of, man. Hey, it's limitless with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. One thing we got to remember is we got to keep the faith. All right. Verse 14, it says, but I trusted in thee, O Yahweh. You see, so even in the midst of all of that slander, fear on every side, us being locked up, us being put in particular situations, man, at the end of the day, we have to trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He's going to deliver us. He's going to, come through for us, whichever way it has to be done. It says, I said, thou art my power. Many my times are in thy hand. See, just like Yahushua told Pilate, man, the only thing that you can do is if that power was given from you from heaven. And that same thing applies to us, man. Esau can have us rounded up, head in the guillotine, ready to do his worst, man. All right. But at the end of the day, hey, if it's not in the cards for him to put us to death or to torture us or do whatever, it's not gonna stand. You see, our times are in the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Like I said, if it's going to be our time to go and go as a martyr, then hey, that's our story. But if not, and the Lord give us that power, then hey, man, it's going to be on and popping. You know, it says, "My times are in thy hand. Deliver me from the hand of mine enemies and from them that persecute me. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant. Save me for thy mercy's sake. Let me not be ashamed, O Yahweh, for I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave." Right. So like I said, if your particular family members give you up, hey, it's going to be worse for them that gave you up, man. You think they're going to get away with that? You think they're going to get away scot-free? You think they're going to enjoy the little goodies and benefits that they might get for diming you out to Esau, Edom? You know, which they'll be a goddamn fool to do anyway, because Esau can't be trusted anyway. He can promise you all type of shit. He can tell you he'll give you this, he'll do that, but we know the treachery and the niggardly ways of Esau, Edom. He can promise you all that and still put your ass to death, man. And still be like, oh, I lied. I'll just, and do you dirty, man. You see? And they're gonna be ashamed, man. All right. They're not going to get away with it. It says, let the wicked be ashamed and let them be silent in the grave. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. You see, like they got Vocab Malone's over there building this case. He ain't going to get away with that bullshit, man. Like I said, and anybody that dimes us out, that betrays us, that gives us up to this damn devil Esau, Edom at the end of the day. All right. They're going to be put to silence, man. See? Read that again. It says, let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. See, how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men. Thou shalt hide them in the secret of thy presence from the pride of man. Thou shalt keep them secretly in a pavilion from the strife of tongues. You see? So, hey, man, the elect are going to be in a very beautiful and very safe place, man. And see, we just got to keep the faith and, don't cave in, fear not, don't give in, remain, remain faithful and trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And we see the things that are going to be preserved for the elect, man. It says, blessed be Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, for he hath showed me his marvelous kindness in a strong city. Well, pretty much that was the end of it. But yeah, man, I just wanted to go into that real quick. Like I said, I listened to that brother's video about, being portrayed and, the situations that could arise, for being in this truth. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a win-win situation for the elect regardless, man. So, with that, I'm going to close it there. Lord willing, this was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit of me into this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.